Hey everyone, how's it going today? I wanted to do a video just because I'm really liking the results that I'm getting. This is a full ceramic detail. Been working on it, I'll just say Friday night, Saturday, and I'm finishing up today on Sunday. Now what I actually am doing is I clay barred the whole vehicle Friday night, and then basically after that use some alcohol to kind of prep it. And I took some compound and a pad, cut it there, as well as polished afterwards. And then once I'd set that, wiped it down with alcohol again, and then applied Crystal Light serum. Waited about an hour to about 5 hours. It really states an hour, but sometimes I got sidetracked doing something else. Finally I applied the EXO, which is 2 layers, and once you have that done, you get a really good polish on it. Now there's a lot of steps to it. I'll go into them here in just a minute, but wanted to just do an update video on what I'm working on this weekend. Now, basically looking from starting Friday till now, I have everything buffed on the car as well as polished. The reason why I didn't do any sealant is because I'm taking it right back off with alcohol, so there's no reason to add that layer of sealant on there unless you just were really worried about any type of micro scratches. With the car here, it's about 2 years old, and so there is going to be a little bit of blemishes here and there, but nothing really too big. I just want to be able to put this ceramic coat on there to, 1, give it a shine, but 2, also to protect it whenever I wash and keeping from any other type of chemical deposits made on the actual paint itself. So I have my list here. I have buff, ceramic, and EXO. This is what I started once I started getting a little confused about what layers I had done and what layers I hadn't done. So the driver's side still needs the EXO. The top of the actual rails itself need the ceramic coat. Then the rear is buff now, so I can mark that off, ceramic and EXO. So I've pretty much finished up everything, just did the ceramic coating on the rear and wrote down the times just to wait about an hour before I start applying the EXO layer. So basically I just have to apply the EXO layer to the rear, this passenger side here, all of it, and then the top pillar on the actual passenger side. This is the driver's side, but holding this in my hand, it's just water. I wanted to show you what the actual ability is here once you actually put water on it. See how it beads up? Just runs right off. It's really cool. You can see what I was talking about here. Trying to get close. The water bead is really big on here. You don't actually see it sit on the paint, and everything that's just kind of run off here, there's not even any lines. So it just holds the beads really until, I guess if you're driving, the wind just blows it off, or it can easily be wiped off later, which I'm about to do now. Here's a good way to see the difference here. I didn't do the front bumper because it was more just kind of all beat up from the actual road debris hitting it, but as you can see here, and even on the light, I didn't want to do the lights either, just in case I did a replacement or didn't want any hazing from it. It's the ceramic coat is more meant for the paint, so I was kind of curious about trying to just put it on the plastic and didn't want to take that risk. But as you can see up here, there's a lot of lines from the actual water itself. And as you go up here, all you see is the actual dots. you don't actually see any lines, and so that shows that the product speaks for itself. I'll make sure to include a link in the description, as well as if you have any questions about application, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. So I'm pretty much finished besides applying the layer of EXO onto the rear here, and then both of these little side pillars. It's not too hard of a job, it just takes a lot of time. Now the reason why the garage is closed is because the temperature actually dropped below 65. It was about 68 this morning, but a cold front has came in, so it's about 61 now. So what I'm doing is just heating it up. Looks a little small, but it does pretty good here. Letting the garage get warm and then applying the layer of EXO. Now that's really important because if you're applying the ceramic coat or the EXO layer under 65 degrees, it's going to streak really bad, and especially with the ceramic coat, you almost need a wet sand to actually get it off of there. You may be able to buff, but I really don't think you'd be able to. So working on this now, and I'll show you guys what the end result is once I finish up. So I finally have everything done. Like I said, took about 2.5 days. It's a pretty labor intensive. My arm's pretty sore just from all the, I guess, repetitive motion. But looks really good. The shine is really crazy on it. I mean, it's almost complete mirror. But if you guys have any questions of how to ceramic coat or how to buff, what pads, just let me know below in the comments, or you can always message me at WRX_snowboarder there on Instagram. I get quite a lot of people that just ask me questions weekly, so feel free to hit me up, just whatever you need. And as always, happy driving and enjoy.